Hi everyone, Larry Olson here. And as some of you are aware, I consider myself a brain hacking specialist. And so that's the lens through which I'm going to share some, I think, powerful information that'll absolutely change your life when you utilize it within your life. You know, all of us have struggled, and we know that how tough that can be. And sometimes within the struggle, we lose sight of, we can get out of that and into something that feels wonderful. I want to give you an example of that. Years ago, I was struggling, couldn't find a job, got rejected at every turn I made. Ultimately, I decided to use my brain. Now, that doesn't mean I was just kind of slow dancing into life. I was actually doing everything I could that I knew at the time, but what I didn't know is I was hoping that I got a job. Ultimately, I just rejection after rejection, so I decided to go to business for myself. And this is where I want to share with you, how does the brain come into play when we are in the process of what is called manifesting? Manifesting is simply using your imagination to ask yourself, what would I like to have occur? And then going through the process of allowing it to actually materialize in your life, so now it's a part of your life. And you are great examples of that, because everything that's going on in your life right now first started out as an imagining. And then you thought about it enough, and pretty soon you created the reality. And this is interesting, whether you like it or not. So I was destitute and I didn't enjoy what was going on in my life. So I decided, well, you know what? I'm going to go into business for myself. I'm going to take all of these years of research and my fascination with how the brain works and how it causes us to behave the way we behave in every area of our life, whether it's good for us or not, by the way. So I started to imagine what it would be like and what it would feel like to have my own business. And it was about an hour after that the phone rang. And so I went ahead and I picked up that phone and I said, hello. And the individual on the other end of the line said, you know, my name is, and then like I'm supposed to know who this person is, never heard of them before. And they said, I heard that you assisted a company in accomplishing some really phenomenal things. And you know, we're a pretty great organization as it is, but I was just wondering, you know, tell me a little bit about what you do. And then he followed up with, because I hear you have your own business. Actually, he said your own company. I didn't have my own company. But what if I had not imagined being in business for myself? What would my brain have accessed relative to how to respond to his question when he said, I hear you have your own business? If I hadn't decided in advance that I already had my own business, what would my answer have been to his question? Absolutely. No, I don't have my own business. I don't have my own company. But, and this is what's so fascinating about our brain, once you decide, not try, because remember, try implies doubt, doubt leads to hesitation, hesitation leads to failure. Once you begin to imagine it and own it, it becomes a reality now, only in your mind. And some people go, well, you know, that's just imagining. What about really things taking place for you and taking action on it and doing all the steps necessary to be able to accomplish that? Well, this is what's so fascinating about our brain. Our brain doesn't need to know how first. It's like a nav system. It just needs to know the destination. And then we have what's called a reticular activating system that's housed in the stem of our brain connected to the spinal cord. And what it does, it filters out all information that is not significant to us. In other words, we're not thinking about it. And if we're not thinking about it, we're telling our brain it's not important. So once he said, I hear you have your own company, what was my response? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. And then because of that, 28 years later now, that's how long our company has flourished. Now, if I'd have started out and asked myself, is this possible to go into business for yourself? I'd have found out that over 95% of people fail in their first year, 98% by the third year. So a very small percentage are successful. Now, if you pay attention to that, your brain's going to talk yourself out of it. Because what are your chances? I mean, they're slim to none. But when you own it first, you start saying yes to life. When you manifest that you're going to have a great evening, you start to look for the information to have the wonderful evening, because now your brain's gone to work for you. And it's always working for you. But more people think about the obstacle than they think about what the outcome is that they want. And that's the difference between having a life where you hit the snooze alarm in the morning and having a life where you're excited to get up and experience everything that day has to offer. Whether it's good or not is immaterial. It's information that allows you to get even closer to the manifestation of what is it that I really want. Now, you can sit there and you can go, oh, Larry, you don't know what my challenges are. And if you're really fascinated about what I'm sharing, I want you to recognize that I've got a freebie that we've just developed for you, and I'm so excited about it. And it's all about obtaining wealth and abundance in your life, whether it be monetary, relationship-wise, physically, enhancing that incredible human being that you are, whatever it may be. All you need to do is get the information that you'll find in this video, and then you'll be able to access this. And we've got all kinds of other courses that are available to you for those that really want to start manifesting and allowing your imagination to get them what they want, as opposed to keeping that away from them. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to our next visit together.